the time crunch we have. It's very fast paced, which we have to stay active, but as long as we're on top of everything, we think it'll go smooth.
Luis designated me to watch all the stuff in a ghetto neighborhood, and I am white, so it makes sense.
Yo? Oh, Jesus, ass.
At Expression College of Digital Arts, students from across all majors make a short narrative film together during their first course as freshmen. In only 16 weeks, these students have to go from idea to screen, applying what they learn on the fly, often with as little guidance as possible.
I got kicked out because I'm going to be adding a lot of body heat. So the direct... No, he got kicked out because he our stage.
Our actor isn't up yet. I'm tired. I'm really tired.
The last thing we need is an argument breakout on set. You don't want to seem unprofessional in front of these people. You called in a lot of favors.
We are obviously tired, but we're gonna get the movie done today.
This scene, hopefully under 5 hours.
We gotta be out here at 10:30 anyway, so.
Hopefully.
No, there's no way to go over.
The only prerequisite for this course is the excitement and enthusiasm to create. While these students aren't all film majors, they will have to act as a film crew and come together as the time frame on this project is very short and the stress escalates very quickly.
You want to fucking show these people that you know what you're doing, even in times when you don't know what the you're doing. Keep your together and we'll be fine.
The responsibilities of this class mount quickly, and this group has the added pressure of a film crew following them around. Thankfully, they appear to be game.
So is everyone okay with it then?
Yeah.
You go with it? Okay. Because once we sign up on this, if it goes the wrong direction, we're committed to this.
My name is Polani, and I'm here for digital filmmaking.
My name is Alexander Gallegos, and my major is motion graphic design.
My name is Jame Bilbao, and my major is interactive audio.
My name is Kevin Carrasco, and I'm in the motion graphic design.
Giovanni Nasser, and my major is game and art design.
Alyssa Cruz, my major. Am I looking into the camera? And I'm doing motion graphic design.
What do you think is going to be the most difficult or the greatest hurdle in this process?
Probably making the best movie. That'll probably be the biggest hurdle since we've never made one before. You know, we don't know how to make a great movie. We watch them on screen all the time, we just don't know how to make one.
The first step is to come up with movie ideas, which are condensed into single-line sentences known as log lines.
On an average day of their usual work week, 2 fed-up employees plan a prank on their boss.
Fighting to reach fame, a blind female comedian abandons her family, her sheltered family, and adventures into the unknown.
With split personalities and insomniac, John mixes his sleeping life with his personal, soon becoming unsure of what his reality actually is.
The logline was really cool. Everyone pitched their own ideas, very creative.
I think it was, everyone was trying to be nice and not turn down other people's log lines.
I was excited that the group picked my logline. I struggled with it a little bit because there were just so many different ideas to come up with.
She's lost.
She gets lost, somebody gets over on her.
How about she gets annoyed by overcompensated senses, like she can hear too much.
Script writing was pretty fun. I did the last version of the script, and that was hard in itself, just trying to write all the dialogue for what the characters are going to say.
I mean, the idea I had was a girl that was blind and she was funny, and it was a mix of being funny but dramatic.
It was collaborative, although one lives in San Francisco, couldn't make it to the early morning McDonald's team huddle, and so it was pretty much just one person missing.
And I was kind of left out of that part because I live in San Francisco and they're supposed to Skype me, but they didn't.
I feel like it's gotten a little more serious because with now that the script's mostly done, getting actors it's kind of like it puts it into perspective. Like you need people who can play what you wrote.
The pace of pre-production quickens, and since actors aren't paid on this project, it can often be difficult to find willing participants.
Oh, casting? We got more than half of our characters already filled out. The hard part is just getting the main girl, Macy.
Well, actually, Macy, the main actor, we're going to have 2 people come in and reread the script, but one can fake cry, so
she's kind of a shoe-in.
I think we got the hard part over, which was not getting James's ex and his mom to do it. So I think we left that hurdle there.
We do have a lot of candidates. It's just we got to find the right candidate that can handle the pressure of showing up, being reliable, actually having some sort of heart into, you know, putting into this character.
Class time is spent getting hands-on with techniques and equipment, while outside class time, students must lock down elements like actors, props, and locations.
For locations, we got our restaurant scene. We're gonna do at one of the group mates' work at Elephant Bar. We're gonna use the restaurant, and then we're gonna use the on-campus for our side stage, dressing rooms, and office.
We have everything but the stage nailed down location-wise. We need actually 2 stages, or one that we can cheat into looking like 2 different ones. But we have the restaurant scene done. We have the dressing room done. We have like a hallway scene done. I think we can pretty much handle all that here at Expression.
I think I'm gonna go look at the location and try to talk someone at the school, because I don't think anybody knows we're gonna be there, and that's stressful. Like, we're gonna show up and they're gonna be like, who the hell are you guys? And where'd you get a key to get in here?
Left to their own devices, our group has to become inventive when finding workarounds to elements of their project that have fallen through.
We don't really need a permit to shoot like on a sidewalk, do we? Like, you know, like say like, you know, at a neighborhood.
But he just when he yells, but no yelling's gonna go on in the scene, so just level it for what the dialogue's gonna be. So a conversation has to
talk normal.
Yeah, tell me about your mother.
With only a few days left before the big day, the group has mixed emotions about their roles heading into production.
That's why I was like, okay, once we get there and someone's like, no, nobody knows that you're here. He said only his friend knows.
That's what we gotta mag him today to do it, because we're not shooting until next week. But
I was, right? Didn't you hear me? I was talking.
Okay, we all gotta get on
like, walked away.
I hate to be it, but we need this, because I've been working hard trying to get the casting.
I just look like if I say anything to him. So you.
People are not what they were when they started with this project, and now we see the real characters. And so now we know what's going on and who's the lazy one and who's the, you know, the one trying to get involved, the one trying to just go ballistic, and the one trying to pretty much get all the attention. You know, it's really, it's not what I signed up for.
I don't get to use any lights because we don't have no outlets. We haven't even got documentation to use a light rail train station at all, so that's another issue that kind of sucks.
We're pretty prepared. I mean, our cast is down. Script is finished. We're just about finished with our lighting map.
All of the planning and pre-production in the world can only carry you so far. What really matters is how your group performs when the lights are hot and the cameras are on.
Assume today that at the beginning and end of every sentence, there's a please and thank you. So don't, only because somebody's like, it seems like somebody's barking orders at you, don't take it personally. Take it in the sense of like, we're on a time limit, all right? So just assume there's a please and thank you at the end of every sentence. All right, before we start setting up lights, actually keep that over here.
My actual job is probably boom,
Like right there?
but we're definitely winging it.
Bring the light closer to the board. Or bring the board forward. Lower the light slightly, Gio. That's it. Right there is good. Alright, now aim it at them.
You want me to flood it?
Flood it.
What happens like your regular conversation? Getting out to the next shot will be wide, so you can't be real close.
Zoom out. Get the slate in frame. Zoom out. Good, right there. Alright, Alyssa, dude. Wait. Sound ready?
Sounds ready.
Camera ready?
Camera ready.
Roll camera.
Roll camera.
Slate.
C is for comedy. Roll 1. Scene 3, 10 alpha. Take 1.
Action.
deposit his friend right
There you go. $100 paid in full. And a little something extra for doing such a great show.
there. Thank you, Stevie. You're so sweet.
Oh, no problem.
I think lighting took a while, but after that there's no more lighting, no more intense lighting today like this, so I think we're solid.
Behind schedule and down a location, the group packs up and soldiers on with the project.
So what happened with the stage, pretty much, you know, it got taken over by a church that actually rented out the place. I don't blame them, you know, money talks, and ours is not talking. They're putting down some money for the place, and since we have no money, we can't rent out the place. A friend of mine was nice enough to actually let us, you know, use it for the time being, which is only 2 hours, but, you know, when your money is not talking, then it's, you know, there's only so much you could do.
No, you should really let me. Penny.
Cut. Okay, when she comes in and you start brushing your hair, just set the brush down. And we can't do the pan over Aylessa's shoulder.
All right, hey, real quickly, get out of his way. Sorry, you guys weren't there for the production meeting. I know we're in a tight, budget.
I got it.
Timetable. Assume that there's a please and thank you at the end of every sentence that we say today. We're not trying to be rude. We're just.
Was kind of rude.
That's not. Assume it's please shut the. Thank you for shutting.
Down one whole scene, and uncertain of the footage they did capture, our group heads into day 2 of shooting looking to play catch-up.
Oh, that's a smart idea, man.
Yeah, man, hide the stuff.
End of Wednesday basically ended with us not getting to film what we wanted to film that day. We were supposed to go to a train station and film my scene, and which is the 5th scene, which we did not do, so we have to do that tonight. So on top of waking up at 2:30, we have to be still filming at 10 o'clock, past probably 10 o'clock tonight.
Kevin, you're directing this. Alyssa, your camera. James will be mixed with.
We're doing this one right now.
Before? So that means Alex is directing. Tyler's camera. So great. Our 2 essential personnel are the ones that are not here. Alright guys, so
We're in the restaurant.
We're in the restaurant. This is, you know, the sound team right here. Sound. Okay, so anyway, you know what's going on here is.
This morning's production is still littered with potential pitfalls as the group both learns from their prior mistakes while attempting to dodge brand new ones.
Yeah, we're doing.
A little lighter, but it's still dark.
That's fine.
No,
we have to do this
tonight.
scene, we have to do the nighttime scene, and then we have to do
The stage, 2 stages.
Oh my god. We're gonna be up all day.
Each character has their own reaction, has their own, you know, lines, of course. Yeah. And so,
would you want to do close-ups on each individual one, or like 2 and 2?
I think it's going to be easier to do both a mid-shot and kind of close-up to each character. That's you and him, like, kind of go over in lines, and you're kind of nervous and everything. Girls are kind of like doing their thing. Then after that, she's like eating, and then like after he says that, like one of the stupid lines, yeah, he just like kind of like, oh shit, like you're just like shaking his head. And then the girls like then go into the argument, but when they're exchanging money and paying for the thing, you guys are just looking at them arguing. And then when she says like, you know, well, thanks to my daredevil powers.
I feel it's going well. Everyone, we were on time. We actually had time to kill. We're in the door. I locked down the location, of course, and I think it's going well so far.
Yeah. You don't have to handle money and all that. 6 o'clock. We got 4 hours. Yeah, come on. 6 o'clock.
Okay, it's okay. I got it.
We did 20. We did all of these mostly. 25.
It's close to the main scene.
The only one here would be 16A. We just did that. We can go 16B.
16B. Go 16B.
I arrived here at like 4. What time is it now? 8. So I've been here for 4 hours, and I've shot about 2 shots. So what do you think of the movie?
It's great. I will never be in a movie.
Hey, that's not working because this isn't on.
Bang, bang, bang.
I probably look like an idiot.
I ain't worried about them. What?
Thank you guys. Thank you. Love you. Appreciate it.
Currently on schedule for the day, the group takes a lunch and has plenty of time to set up for their next location where we catch up with them.
Okay,
Casey, can you just like pretend that you're walking on the stage like how you do? Just pretend.
Okay.
Everyone was just quiet. It was an awkward moment. I know we have some footage of it, you know, with the camera falling. So good God, it was so awkward.
There's no focus. What? Hey, that leg needs to be over here.
Just like I said, there's no focus.
Yeah. Hey. This
Yeah,
leg needs to be here.
Yeah, but there's no focus.
My suggestion to you guys would be finish what you guys can finish today. The one thing that's apparent though is that none of you could do this by yourself. Production is a team effort, especially film production. If you guys aren't all on the same page, nothing's going to get done. We're just burning time. If that's the case, we might as well call it. It's up to you guys to decide this, but all of you have to be on the same page. Alright? Session isn't going to start until the second half of July. Then you guys have 2 months in post. Okay, you guys have time. What most of you guys need is a break. Alright? It's been a hard 2 days. It's easy. It's taken its toll on all of you.
Nah, I really don't know. It was on the dolly. Everybody turned around at the same time.
I got kind of irritated. I had to walk out, got my cool, went back in, just kept it together.
There's no trophy at the end. There's no bonus. There's no incentive. There's no commission. Whether this movie is good or not, it's just a project and a learning process.
Recentering on the task at hand, the group finishes with their stage location and decides to come back to the Expression campus to get back on track.
We thought we were prepared, but we were not. We hit a wall, and locations went down, and we had to work with what we had. We got spotty locations at the end, and that is a result of the scenes we got out of those places. You can tell which scenes are good because those are the scenes we had locked down. The restaurant scene was good. That's about it.
We ended up here because we could not, or we decided not to cheat our stage that we used prior. And we thought it might be a better idea to try and come here, build a stage from scratch, and it turned out to work, and it actually looks great.
I honestly thought like maybe it was gonna take maybe 5 hours on camera, because this was like the first thing we heard about making this film was gonna be a 12-minute film. I was like, okay, that's not bad at all. But now it's just like, holy, just to do like a 3-minute scene is almost like 3 hours.
It's hour 14. I'm not excited. Tired. But we're moving along.
Alright, wait, real quick. Direction. What should Penny be doing?
C is for comedy. Scene 2, 9 alpha, take 1.
And action.
Low point was definitely our night scene on the second day of production. Our between 18 and 21 hours, 21 hour of filming. Everybody was exhausted, and line actors were really tired too. So of course, we had to take extra takes, and everybody, I guess, was just frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
stumbling around.
I gotta do this quick.
Okay.
It's the battery.
Action! Get through? Cut, let this man get through.
Levels are fine. Let's roll the before more planes and trains come.
And automobiles.
Ready?
Plane.
Ready?
Let's wait. Waiting, holding for plane. Just eat away at our battery.
Take 3. Action.
I mean, because of this, I don't even remember.
Everybody was just ready to quit. It was just hot. Everybody was. There was a huge hurdle to get over, and nobody thought we could do it, but everybody worked through it. We got there.
We're good. We're done. That's a wrap.
That's it.
Like a magnum.
Not doing a penny.
With the grueling 2 days of production behind them, the group now moves into video and sound editing for their second term.
Pre-production, I guess, wasn't as planned as it could have been, and on top of lack of sleep and working for everybody, everything comes all together, affects everybody in different ways.
I was
pretty disappointed looking at our footage the first time. I feel like some scenes could have been done better. My whole scene didn't even have a master shot, so we have to piece that whole scene together. That was a little disappointing seeing that.
I was surprised. I see now that we missed a lot of shit, but I think we can make it work.
It just looks different. Looks totally different.
When I first started this class, I thought James was not going to be very involved. I thought he was going to be kind of lazy. I don't know why. I just thought that. And he really stepped it up.
Today, I feel like James is stepping up. He wants to get the movie done.
You guys have to cut before you do this weird zoom. That, see that?
Okay,
So go back before it does that jump zoom.
Right there.
That.
So I've been working about 10 hours on my own time, and the class has had, let's see, 4, 8, 10 hours about of class time to work on the project. So I've worked about the same amount as everybody together.
The hand-holding that students have during the first term isn't there during the second, as they're given their own chance to cut together a version of the film as they see fit.
Tyler's been doing some reshoots for the photo montage. Kevin actually has been doing some beats for the overlaying on the tracks.
My role in post-production, as of today, has been, I'd say, normalizing audio. But before this, I was just watching James and trying to figure out what the hell he was doing to try to learn. Kind of realizing that we all need to play our part. Like, James was just doing what we weren't doing, so it's not his fault. We just had to just sit down and do our work. So I think it's getting a lot better now. People seem to be breaking off into their own like groups and working on a certain aspect of the movie, which is kind of cool. I like to see that.
I think I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. There's too many Chiefs and not enough Indians. So instead of being with the Chiefs, I decided to go run with the Wolves. And I think I have to call myself Lone Wolf because I'm on my own on this. So I'm just heading up one of the other suites and working on the music for our movie. And so there's a couple what we call beats, songs, tracks that is going to be played during the movie. And that's what I'm pretty much made myself in charge of.
Post-production, poster work has been my priority. Like, none of the other students have really know how to do Photoshop that well. And so because I have a good background with Photoshop, I've been organized to work the poster.
I know for a fact Alex, when we broke out for individual tasks, I know he was working on the poster. I feel bad for him because he made some good stuff, but everyone's giving him shit, and like they were telling him to fix this and change this, so it came out completely like a different. It wasn't even his view anymore. Like
that was a problem. That's too small. You can't stretch that. So like, if it was an Illustrator file, we could have done something. There was some Illustrator ones on the server you could probably use.
You see all the ass in our names?
I put too many S's in Kevin's last name.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting excited to show it to people because they know what I've been doing for the last 2 months, working on it. But for me personally, watching it every day and spending hours and hours on it, I'm super tired of watching the movie.
It was cool to see it all kind of get pieced together and just finally see it on camera. I mean, on the computer.
How many days are left in the term?
I have no idea how many days are left in the term. I'm going to be honest.
15 grueling weeks behind them, the group is finally ready to send off their work for their first public screening. The Expression College MSV classes have a public screening every semester. Tonight's house has many of our group's friends and family in attendance for their screening. Just tell me about the experience.
It was super cool.
It's
nice to have closure on the movie.
Yeah, nice to have closure. It was kind of nerve-wracking, I could say. And then I seen it, yeah.
It was cool.
At parts that weren't really the
Yeah, they were really laughing at what we were intending them to laugh at, but it was pretty funny, especially at our.
People actually laughed at the parts that were supposed to be funny, so.
Yeah.
How many times did people laugh that you didn't expect them to laugh?
I thought they laughed like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. The premiere was funny, and it was cool to see like everyone's reaction. I think kind of put our movie in perspective a little more. Just some points I thought people would laugh at, they didn't, and other points they definitely did, which were not really comedic lines. So Overall, I thought it was funny.
What do you think has been the most important thing you've learned during this class?
To manage time, I'd say for sure, because when it comes down to everything else, you know what you have to do, but being organized is a huge help and should be taken very seriously, because I know our group, we thought we had everything in lock as far as locations, and 2 days before our first production day, every location but one. So 1 out of 6 held. So we had to scramble around and figure out what to do last minute. But if we had backups and planned for backups and locations not falling through, then we would have been prepared. So time management for sure.